Alright, what's up guys? So, welcome to Season 4. If you hear my because we changed the whole basement around. You probably saw that at the tail end of Season 3. We changed the whole, actually here, I'll unplug this. Starting Season 4. So, yeah, we got lights down here. We have rugs that go to create like a walkway up there, so that if we're using the washer and dryer, we have these rugs that lead up there. That way we're not getting soaked. We know where the walkway is, because sometimes I like the lights off, but for this video I'll leave them on. So, a lot of changes to this series. So every single episode, including some past episodes, will go on this channel and the Horrifying Nights channel. So every single week, the audience from there can watch the episodes, but also come over here and watch the original. Because I'm not going to put it in the same way. I'm not going to make the same video, because I want them to see a snippet of the stuff. They have to watch the full video on this channel, so that the audience can keep on growing. We're only at 100 subs on this channel. Need 900 to get this monetized, and why not put it on a channel that's already monetized and already has, 2,000, 2,500 subs. I haven't checked in a while because I've been busy. But summer is officially not summer of the season, just summer break is officially on. It'll officially be my last summer break of college until I graduate and go back to school again to learn horror and urban legends and stuff like that. So I'm probably not gonna be fully done with college until my late 20s. I'll be 23 this year. I turned 23 in 2.5 months. So, yeah. So August 2nd. Damn. 2.5 months away. Okay, damn. But, so, a lot of changes. Obviously, 10 episodes. Same as always. Except the 5th season. I think what I'm going to do, whether it's getting to 100 episodes, or I may bump that up to 13. Friday the 13th, big horror fan, so 13 is it's synonymous in horror, so might as well do that for the milestone of 5 seasons, because we're now at, by the time this season is done, we'll be at 40 episodes. Next season, with 13 episodes, we'll obviously get past 50, get to 53 total episodes, and stuff like that. Also, another thing that is going to be changing, I'm going to be, so usually in the first 3 seasons, except the season finale, I would just go off of either one memory or a paranormal experience that all my friends, family, fiance, all that stuff, throughout the week I would just take the best one that I heard, or that I remember from one of mine, and I would just talk about that for that week's episode. That is totally different. It's going to be totally different this time around, though, and for the rest of the series. I'm going to be telling, once the season ends, once the 3rd season ended, for those next 4 weeks, I took every single paranormal experience. Doesn't matter how short, how long, I just typed it in my notes on the phone that I'm recording with, my iPhone, and I just put them on. There must have been in that stretch of 4 weeks, we talked about maybe 30, 35, and basically I took the best 10 and put that into the season, and basically it'll just expand throughout this season, and I'll just take those 13 for the next season, and so on and so forth. So yeah, so this week, and I actually talked about this on my Paranormal Adventures, and I'm actually going to put both Paranormal Adventures and Real Paranormal Stories on at the same time on the Horrifying Nights channel, so you get both. Because I know that basically anybody that follows me on Twitter watches my YouTube channel. I have almost 60,000 followers on Twitter, and combined on my 10 channels that I have, it's probably around 12, 13, 14, 15,000 total followers across all the channels, all my other social medias and all that stuff. Because usually in the world of social media, if you have 2,000 followers, you're going to get around 1,000 views. Usually it's either half or a quarter. So I don't know, someone who has 10 million followers would probably usually get around 2.5, maybe 5 million views. That's just the way YouTube works. I don't know why, but that's just the way it works. And usually on here, I have 100 followers. I usually get around 50 to 75, so it's actually a little bit better than usual. On my Horrifying Nights channel, it's actually lower than on here. I have 2,000 followers, and usually I get around 250 to 1,000 views. So it's about a quarter to half. But in today's episode, I'm going to tell a story about Jennifer and Sarah. Don't know how long this episode will be, but you know me, every single episode is going to be at least 10 minutes long. That's what I usually like, so I can talk to you guys for 10 minutes. If you guys are having a stressful day or something like that, you can sit down, listen to a good paranormal experience, and then move on. I mean, the longest episodes I do usually are for my Uneasy Crimes, because currently I'm talking about Ted Bundy. Mainly because I just recently saw the episode, and I take criminal psychology for school, so I guess what's another time I'm going to talk about Ted Bundy than the show that talks about serial killers and other cases around the world and stuff like that. But that's usually around 15 to 30 minutes. So it was around October of 2015. Two of their roommates left to go room with other people, because basically a lot of campuses do this, but they usually rent out houses so that if students want to live there instead of a dorm, one, it's cheaper at the very most. Depending on where you go, the rent's only going to be like $300 to $500 per person, depending on how many people you have, and where the hell you're going to school. In some place in Virginia, it's not going to be $250 per person, but someplace like in California, Florida, Seattle, something like that, it's going to be a lot higher. But so they left, and they stayed alone in that house from October till early December, until they moved in with Mike and Matt, which I've talked about them, some of my closest friends. We're all a very tight-knit group, and if I was going to school, because I take it online, but a lot of what you have to do is there's a lot of video, and that's how we became friends, working together on whether it's project or just talking outside of school and all that stuff. Now we're some of the closest friends that I have. And I plan on going out to Florida at some point to actually see them. I've never been to Florida. I've only been to Wisconsin, Illinois, Ohio, Michigan, obviously Indiana. I live in Indiana, Oklahoma, and Texas. It's the only states I've ever been in. So they had the house for, I want to say, a month and a half. At the very most, 2 months. And immediately stuff started happening. One of the very first things that happened was one night they were sitting down and they were about to go to bed because they've been together for 5 years, and they've been engaged for 4 years now. 3 years now. 3 years now. So they're gonna go to bed. They turn off the TV, and right behind them is a shadow. It's basically one of those shadows where basically you can, it's black, it's the silhouette of something, but it's a shadow. So they turn around immediately, nothing's there. They look back, it's gone. So they thought that was it. That's what they thought, just that was it. So they kind of brushed it off the first time. But then it happened a week later, and then it happened a few days after that. And then it started getting to the point where a few times a week they would see this. So they started looking everywhere and all that stuff. And they decided to, one, leave the room, see if the shadow would appear. If not, maybe it's from a light or something like that. They did, and it still appeared. So like, it's weird, but it's only happening to the TV. That's what they realized. So they saw it. They thought at some point that it was something in the TV. I think Scooby just farted, but okay. So that was a TV. They looked that up, and nothing resembled that at all. And they thought that, okay, it's just in this room. So they moved the TV. And it happened still. And when they turn the TV over this way, it's more of a wide open area. When they turn it over, it only gets sort of the back side of the room. Now that they turn it this way, it's more open and all that stuff, and still happen. So they turn off one night. They go in to their room, and in the reflection of their mirror is a shadow. And they're like, what the hell's going on? Is the shadow following them now? And so they told me about it one night. They told me about a month prior, and we tried to figure it out, couldn't really. But when they mentioned that it was happening in the rooms, and I'm like, maybe they're trying to get your attention for help or something like that. So I said, just talk to it for a little bit. Say that you're starting to freak us out, but we have your attention. And they said that now you can go to the other side. And it worked. And after that, haven't seen a shadow like that. I've seen shadows since then, but not like that, and not that often since then. But that is it. So next week, I already have every single episode planned, like I said, and all that stuff. So that is it. So make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys later.